Hello everyone, we are back after the holidays and only 3 days away from a new ranked season. I hope everyone has enjoyed the last couple of weeks and that you are now ready for a new league season with a new map, new items and a different flow to the game. There are videos coming out soon that will talk about the new changes and what those mean for top, jungle, mid, etc. covering all roles because the game is going to change a little bit. But this video is meant for those who struggle with ranked and anxiety in the early part of the season, and for those who don't always get the best start to their ranked climb, get discouraged and stop playing altogether. Your placement games are not the end-all be-all of your ranked season, but they can set you up fairly well if you perform good enough. Let's say you finished Gold 4 last year and you want to reach Platinum now. Starting in Silver 1 or Silver 2 is great because you're close enough to your last rank that you can keep pushing straight away. Starting in Iron 1 or Bronze 4 is not ideal because it's going to take you a lot more games to climb out of. It's not impossible of course, but it's time consuming, and I am a player that values time over everything. So in this video I'm going to give you 5 tips that will help you out in the start and even going forward into your 2024 season. And we're going to start off with reflection. It's important that you map out who you are as a player and what you're weak and strong at. If I use myself, I'm very good in the laning phase. I set up advantages for myself and I play a very calculated playstyle. It does not matter if I'm playing solo lane or jungle. I understand the early game tempo and I make good use of it. I am weaker in the mid game, I know that for myself, when the game is a bit more messy and I lack full control. That's why I play champions like Renekton or Jarvan or Udyr that can give me an early game advantage that I can use to end the game with. I know what I like and why, and that helps me out a lot. You need to find out what you like to play and why, and only stick to that thing. You can't play Camille top and then next game play Senna support and next game play Anivia mid and expect to climb if you're playing in your own elo. You need to play the champions that amplify all that you are good at. Figure out what you like. Team fighting, split pushing, early game kills, assassin playstyles, mage playstyles, AD carry playstyles. Find what you like, find champions for that style and stick to that only. If you get bored, play ARAM or normals or get a second account that you can mess around on. Keep your main account serious at all times. And second, we have, in my opinion, the most important thing: acceptance. Your team does not matter. Nobody is inting you in every game. You are not a diamond player stuck in bronze elo. Accept where you are and start fresh from there. There is a thing I like to call the League of Legends loop. You make mistakes, you understand the mistakes, you prevent the mistakes, you climb. You make mistakes, you understand the mistakes, you prevent the mistakes, you climb. That's a continuous loop to get better at the game, and it's a loop that scales, because as you climb and get better, you will always have a better understanding of what mistakes you are doing and how to prevent them. And on top of that, you will be able to understand the enemy mistakes and how to punish them, which will give you a higher chance of victory and speed up your climb. Stop focusing on your teammates and their mistakes. You are not helping them to climb by focusing on them. You need to focus on yourself. Only your climb matters. That's the hardest thing to accept, and it's the reason for why there is so much toxicity in the game. Everyone feels like they should be in a higher rank. Everyone is the main character. Everyone thinks they're being held back by their own teammates. It's simply not true. Be the difference you want to see. Accept where you are, improve at the game at your own pace, and leave these people behind where they belong. Don't get dragged down doing the same thing that they do. And thirdly, we have Burnout Prevention. Spamming games can be fun, especially if the games are going well. That way you feel rewarded the longer you keep going on. But going on a massive losing spree is annoying, and even though you make yourself believe that it doesn't affect your performance in game, it absolutely does, and it's hurting your performance. Make a rule for yourself that you always follow. Don't be a slave to the game, because it's going to take over your mind and your life. When I see an actual Gold 4 player with Gold 4 skills reach Gold 4 with 800 games and a 50% win rate and 145 unique champions played, I already know that the player is always tilted, not thinking about the game, and plays a massive amount of games in one sitting no matter what. They play all champions and all roles. It's absolutely fine if you just want to play the game, that's your life, you do what you want, but if you want to climb and stay consistent, please don't do this. It hurts your account so much with MMR, and it's going to take you a lot longer to reach your dream rank, regardless of the fact if you're improving or not. My personal rule is, if I'm winning, I keep going, because I'm focused, not tilted and ready, and I have fun with the game. If I lose 3 in a row, I stop playing on that account or stop playing League for that day. It's simple. I don't say fuck it and play through 6 or 7 losses in a row because I'm tilted and not performing. I stick to the rule no matter what. The fourth tip I have is take something from every game. You are not suddenly going to climb with an 80% win rate out of silver and reach diamond. That just does not happen. You're going to climb at a steady pace between 48 and 53% win rate over 200-300 games. That is the average. What that means is that you're going to have games that are losses no matter what you do. You can't affect this. It's going to happen. If you play 300 games, you win 160 and you lose 140, then you're climbing with a 53% win rate. That is good. But you need to understand that in every loss, there is something you can learn. Maybe you could have been pathing differently in the jungle. Maybe you could have played safer in the laning phase or more aggressive in the mid game. Maybe there was a teleport opportunity and you did not take it. Maybe you built the wrong item for that game. Don't be too arrogant to look at yourself. There is always a mistake. It doesn't matter if you're an iron player or a pro player. Always mistakes in every game. If you only look at the wins and ignore the losses, then the games that you can learn from are only 160 and the pool of games is very small. If you look at your losses as well, you can learn from 300 games. That is a way bigger pool of games to review and learn from. This will speed up your gathering of game knowledge and you will have a better understanding in the next game. It goes back to the loop that I talked about earlier. Watch a streamer that plays your champ or role. What are they doing? What aren't you doing? Try to connect the dots and improve at the game. This is the fastest way to improve. And finally, we have communication. This one is optional. I feel like it works for me and I want to put it out there, and if it helps people then it's all good. I mute everyone at the start of the game, no matter what. That is the most important phase of the game and I need full focus on myself. I make my own decisions. If I see a good play, I'll go for it. If I don't see a chance of success, then my support or top laner spamming pings simply doesn't matter. I am in control. If the game is even or going well, I will unmute around the 10-minute mark and see what the team can do to end the game. If I'm losing around 10 minutes, I keep the game muted. I don't need to hear people's crying and moaning and bitching about why they lost lane or who ruined the game or why I did not gank, etc. I don't care about their views and opinions about the game. I care for my own sanity. If I lose a game because I did not follow a ping, then I know it's on me. That's fine, I can hold myself accountable. But I can't handle 500 pings per minute from people who don't know my role as a jungler and think they know better, and that's why the mute function is your best friend. Keep yourself sane, keep yourself happy, and you will perform better. It's very simple stuff. These 5 tips help me in every league season. I hope they work well for you guys as well. I wish you nothing but good luck. Have fun with the game, reach your dream rank, enjoy life as it is, have fun. 2024 will be a huge year for this channel. Lots of videos, guides and helpful content will be added. My flow and style of video is a simple explanation, no fluff added, straight to the point, and that's how I like it. If you enjoy this and you want to see more of this, like and hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.